What's up troops, Smiley13 here, and today we're going to be talking about Stalkers. You know, as a very handsome and charming YouTuber with a decent following, there is a potential there for some stalkers to try and invade your life. But I guess that's why I've not had any. Fuck my life. Nah, I've never had a full-blown stalker situation where someone is burning I love you Marley into the grass in my garden with acid, which is unfortunate because I bet that'd be quite the ego boost. But no, nothing too serious, although I have had a few altercations which I'm going to share with you today. But before I do that, leave a like and I'll send each of you my big toe. That'd be a real collector's item for you. Don't worry, it grows back, but it might take some time for me to get through them and dispatch it to all of you, so you might as well leave a like anyway for now. You might have seen a lot of YouTubers recently, like huge YouTubers, talking about fans turning up at their house and how it's out of order and you shouldn't do it. And I agree, you really shouldn't do it. It is quite fucking strange. And it has even happened to yours truly. Yep, I'm that much of a fucking big shot. Folk turn up at my house. Can I fucking take myself seriously? Honestly though, I thought for this to happen, for someone to go out of their way to turn up at a YouTuber's house, they'd need to have 1 million subs minimum. You'd need to be a pretty big fish, alright? I do like the fish analogy, I've used it before. I'm at 96k just now, probably around the tuna range, I'd guess. You know, a decent size, but I don't pose a threat yet. Like, I'm not a 150k, 200k shark. I'm no swimming in the waters yet. Then you've got your PewDiePies and that who are big fucking whales. And I know whales aren't fucking fish, but you get the analogy, alright? In fact, I forgot what I was even talking about in the first place. But aye, I've had fans turn up at my door. Fans in plural sense that there was more than one person that turned up at the time. It's only happened once so far. I was just minding my own business in my room when I thought I heard some kids, maybe like 14 or 15, shouting, "Marley!" from outside. At first I was like, no, I really didn't just hear that, did I? You know that way you think someone is calling your name, but you don't want to say what in case they weren't shouting on you, then you look like an idiot. It was kind of like that. But a couple of minutes later it happened again. Voices shouting, "Marley!" And honestly, I tried to think rationally. I was like, is there a dog called Marley on the loose running about the street? It can't be for me. A few more minutes pass without hearing anything, and I'm thinking, well, thank fuck, they've actually found a dog called Marley. Then there's a chap at the door. Oh aye, I forgot to mention, this happened about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, so it was pretty late for a chap at the door. It was summer, so it wasn't pitch black outside. At least if it was, I'd have probably shat myself well before then. Anyway, as soon as I hear the door going, I really know deep down what the situation is here. Like a shite bag though, I stay in my room as my mum goes and answers the door. I don't hear what it's said, but seconds later I do hear my mum coming up the stairs, which did make me shite myself because she's hardly coming up the stairs to tell me about some Jehovah's Witnesses at the door, is she? I'm genuinely freaking out. Anyway, she comes into my room and says quietly, there's some fans of yours at the door. And I'm just like, I know, I could hear them shouting, but really inside I'm panicking, like, what am I gonna do? And she's like, go down and say hello, but I'm just thinking, I can't go down. What am I meant to say to them? Hi, thanks for coming to my house uninvited. You want to come in, pet the cat and have a shot at my fucking Xbox? Right, maybe I didn't say that, but I did say something along the lines of, Mum, I can't go down and say hello, because that makes it alright for folk to just start showing up at the door. I tried to be diplomatic about it. Eventually though, my mum goes back down and tells them that I'm busy editing a video or something like that, and they go on their merry way. But that was genuinely one of the weirdest experiences of my life. I did feel bad if I'm honest, but I couldn't just go and say hello. I just couldn't, because before you know it, people are posting body parts through my letterbox. That's how it works. Although it's arguably not even the weirdest experience I've had with subs of the channel in real life. I've had one guy come up to me in the toilets of a pub, slap me on the back and go, "Alright Marley, fancy meeting you here," while I'm doing a piss into a urinal. Don't know if I had to explain into the urinal there. Pissing into the urinal as opposed to all over the floor, I guess. But aye, just pissing away, talking to a fan. That was a good laugh, if a bit odd. To be honest though, when it's not my front door, meeting yous when I'm out and about is the best feeling ever, especially if I'm in a pub or something in Glasgow. But aye, back to the stalkers. I kinda had a stalker on Snapchat for a while, if I can even call it that. It was this girl who would Snapchat me every day, multiple times a day, non-stop. You know, at first I'd reply with a hiya or a LOL every now and then, just being nice as a nice person would do. Having said that, when it gets to the point where I'm getting updates on how much cereal she's eaten that day, that's when it's quite like, I don't know how to deal with this. That's another one though that makes me feel kinda shite when it shouldn't. If that was you sending me those Snapchats, if you're out there listening to this just now, no hard feelings. These stories have been pretty tame, but all it takes for me is to say one thing that's too far and then I've got my own case of Eminem's Stam unfolding. Noodles has actually had some dedicated stalkers over the years, believe it or not. People who invite him to Xbox parties and follow him about in games 24/7. But he's a lot more brutal than me, because when he's run out of patience he'll just invite them into the party and slaughter them, then they wish they'd never bothered in the first place. I've had some cracking messages over my time on YouTube though, some real belters. I don't know if I'll ever beat this message. Nothing can really prepare you for seeing this in your inbox. Seen your video about fights, mate. Got to say I can defo top it. I got a tanking with a hatchet and ended up with one leg. Just everything about it, the look on his face. He's made peace with the tank and he go, just as you fucking do. One day you take a tanking with a hatchet, it could happen to any cunt. I really wish I could live my life so carefree. I stubbed my toe the other day and I was paranoid that I broke it. Meanwhile, this guy's smiling away, posing with his fake leg in his hand. Anyway, on that note, that's all for today. I would very much appreciate a wee stroke of that like button and let me know if you've had any experiences of being stalked. That's quite a weird one. Well, what about if you let us know your experiences of stalking someone then? You never know. If you've got any topic suggestions, let me know those as well, please. Have a nice day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.